So, Jesse, you're telling me I can't get you those Velcro sneakers for Christmas this year?
I mean, if you want to, I wouldn't say no.
Only if you're going to use them, though.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get them just for you to sit them by the mud.
Sit them by the mud.
Is that a metaphor?
Is that a metaphor for my butthole?
What?
The mud. It's your butthole.
Yeah, sure.
In the last episode, our gang woke up in what once was Oscar Plunkett's cabin, gathered their supplies, and departed back onto the trail. On their journey back to the mainland, they noticed the winter blanket slowly melt away as Topknot inspected the hardened pink film, and Garamond decided on his exit. After waving the frost giant away, the squad took a left at the fork and traveled until they reached the sandy coast. Agreeing that they aren't yet ready to take on the sea and reach the Hanami forest, they back up to the trail and cut southward into a dense forest. With visibility getting lower as the light disappears, they call it a night and set up camp in the understory of the woods. Emerging from the tree line in the morning, they realize that they are yards away from the backside of Bromnus' hut. After spotting Tank and Tank 2, Felix starts to dart towards the shack until Ironhammer pulls him back and points out a group of bikers riding across the bridge. Dumping their velocipedes, the ruffians approach the animals, but are apprehended by our druid and alchemist as the leader is put under a love spell by Trip. With the extra firepower, our crew was able to easily fell the thugs, with Trip finishing off his Jersey Devil in privacy. After discovering a new Haven insignia inside blood-splattered pockets, they now find themselves next to Bromnus' humble abode, minutes after burying the Repo Men. Welcome back to Retrograde, a D&D campaign by Fudged Roll. I am your highway hog, Derek Day, and joining me are my road dogs, Andrew Akers.
I am Tim Allen.
Ty Sheets.
Make the noise. We're doing the wild. We're all wild hogs.
Who are the other people from Wild? Was John Travolta?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm John Travolta.
Ian Jones.
I don't even know what movie is that?
What are the other ones? Martin Lawrence and William H. Macy are the other two, I think.
Yes, it's called Wild Hogs.
Dibs on Martin Lawrence.
Who's Martin Morris?
Is that, Jesse, is that
Martin Lawrence?
Is that considered blackface?
No, I'm not painted black.
Yeah, no, but this is a podcast.
I think your horse begs to differ.
I'll be Christopher Walken. Seen that movie?
Christopher Walken's. No.
It's
Ian,
Christopher driving because he's on the motorcycle.
Too late. I already said it.
He's Christopher Walken's.
So we're picking up right after you guys off the thugs and buried them back in the forest. You guys are just all standing outside his hut with your 2 animals tied to the shack and the 4 bicycles on the road with Bromnus nowhere in sight.
I'm still watching the road. No one's come up to me or anything at this point, so I'm just standing here wistfully.
I'm going to untether Tank and Tank 2, and then I'm going to hook the wagon to Tank and try to start transferring the Astral from the hand cart that we had to the bigger wagon that we had for Tank.
So first, you're able to untie Tank and get him tied back up to the wagon. To move the Astral, you'll need to make a strength check, and you probably will need somebody else to help you. But when you go to untie Tank 2, you notice he backs up a bit and doesn't let you get near his neck.
Well, I'm going to kneel down and stick my hand out to have him come smell me.
He will take a moment and eventually scoot up a little bit and take a sniff, but right back up and kind of hold his ground.
Damn, you stinky.
Is there any meat around?
There's some people.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's some bodies that... Have they been buried at this point?
Yeah, we buried all the bodies.
Okay.
Yeah. You still have the Astral.
Not going to feed Tank 2 the Astral. I opened Bromnus' door, so I'm going to go in there and see
last time we did that, someone turned into a polar bear.
You're looking for meat?
Yeah.
Depending on what you call meat, there's no typical red meat or chicken or poultry or anything, but there is some fish on the table.
I'm going to take some of the fish and take it back out to Tank 2 and offer it to him, trying to befriend him again.
Are you still holding it or are you setting it on the ground?
I'm still holding it.
Is that animal handling?
like holding it out to him.
Yeah, try animal handling for me.
Does he get advantage since he's using meat?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
17 plus 3 is 20.
Tank 2 will, again, similar to smelling your hand, hesitantly scoot up after a couple beats, take the fish out of your hand and back up and start gnawing at it.
Doesn't want to be my homie anymore. This makes me sad. With a tear in my eye, I'm going to cast animal friendship again and make him my friend again.
There's something really depressing about that.
Right? I can tell you don't want him to be my friend, and I want him to be my friend that much more.
No. I'm not trying to stop it. I feel like, though, I should give you disadvantage since you've already done it on him before.
I don't think I roll for anything.
Or I guess it'd be advantage for Tank 2, because I'd have to roll wisdom.
Yeah, must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for the spell's duration.
Okay. And what is your spell saving?
It's 13.
Unfortunately, even with advantage, Tank 2 has failed both of his wisdom saving throws.
Unfortunately, he likes you again. In other words.
Tank 2 immediately almost snaps to attention and in a trance just
Goes right to licking your butt.
just walks right over to you and sits down in front of you.
I'm going to give him a hug.
You go to give him a hug. He doesn't back up at all, but you notice he doesn't lean into it either. You can do it, but it's as if there's nothing there.
But you said Tank wasn't acting weird?
No, Tank's fine. Tank the horse is fine.
All right. Well, like I said, I'm going to try to, I guess, load the astral into the wagon.
Okay.
I rolled a 7 on my strength.
No, you are a kind of burly dwarf, but not enough to lift this beast over your head.
Well, fellas, can I have some help loading this up and we can make our way back to New Haven?
Can I come from behind the shed and go over and try to just tap Tank 2 on the head or like get close to him just to pet him and then help him out?
Yeah. Tank 2 will let you pet him on the head. You can head over to Felix.
Well, nat 20 for strength.
Felix, you still have a hand on the astral as Trip will come over and easily lift him up with you into the back of the wagon with a loud clunk as a few old boards start to rattle a bit. The tattered cover is still up, so you can't see directly inside.
Now I'm going to take my seat in the driver's seat and call to my companions and ask if they're ready to roll out.
Well, we still haven't seen Bromness, correct?
Right.
Did we try going into the house yet?
Yes, Felix went in last episode to get the shovel.
That's right.
Shovels.
Well, I mean, what do you guys think we should do?
Is there blood and gore still left from where this skirmish had taken place? Or did we clean that in addition to burying the bodies?
You guys clean that up. There's just a couple.
Some smears in the glass.
Yeah.
There's no getting rid of that until it rains, essentially.
No, and even then, you could never tell if it was today or 5 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
You can still assume Bromness is still in Cirrus as of now, and you have not seen any sight of Toad.
That's so sad.
You got really good at hide and seek.
What do you guys think?
I'm still out front. You guys are kind of still in the back. I'm like closer to the bridge, I guess.
There is still those the velocipede bicycle.
I'm gonna walk over and take a look at one. Can I I'm still really upset, but I my curiosity is still kind of overriding that. Can I make out where or when these things were designed, or just are there any markings or anything?
Have we seen anything like it?
Yeah.
Being that we're 200 years older than the rest of this world.
Good question. Yeah, if somebody wants to roll an
I sure did.
Yeah, I think Ironhammer would.
I think I might know someone who invented these.
Well, but I'm an inventor.
Yeah, but my cousin's uncle's dad invented these. I rolled a 17.
When you said you knew someone, I was like, shit, is there somebody I mentioned in game that I completely forget about? And I'm like, go through everything.
That they invented bicycles.
Yeah. 17, I would say you could tell that this is something built from not necessarily human technology, any kind of land creature, basically.
Fish.
Damn.
Fish.
All right, never mind.
Fish built this.
Fish built this.
Because mermaids have use for bikes.
It looks like it was made from that kind of technology. However, the very static, hard, almost gothic line work reminds you sort of the buildings in Illuminique.
Is it made of the same metal as the big black discs?
This is not made of metal, unfortunately. This is just all stone.
They're stone bicycle.
They're made of stone.
How much do these fucking things weigh?
These are real. I did my research.
I'm gonna try to ride mine. And none of us have proficiency in bike riding, so I'm just gonna get on and like.
Are you even tall enough to ride it? Can your feet reach the pedals?
Are there pedals? Or is we just determined that
No,
this
you
is
stand.
like a
You
scoot
stand
scoot?
on. Yeah, you stand on.
Scoot magoo.
Yeah.
Yes, you scoot with your feet.
Am I able to maintain balance?
Like the
And reach the
Flintstones?
handlebars.
Scoot with your feet?
My arms are like way up here.
Like 8 fingers.
Yeah, top nut. As if when you can sit on it easily, as if you're in your own version of Wild Hogs. Your arms are up like you're riding a lowrider, but your only balance are by your 2 tippy toes.
I'm still really sad and stuff, but I'm gonna try to ride around, but like with a deadpan, just tears still welling in my eyes. But I'm riding this little thing, attempting to.
Yeah, roll me something for that. How about dexterity?
Roll for bike riding.
Roll for bike riding. Let's go with athletics.
Oh, if there's anything Top Knot is, it is an
A
athlete.
star athlete.
I am going to use my first adaptable luck for the day.
Oh, okay.
Heck yeah. I rolled 12, 13, 14
You ride it off the bridge.
into the water.
Okay, picture a summer afternoon, sweltering, as if a toddler wearing a diaper, drinking out of a sippy cup Kool-Aid, riding his big wheels. That's what Top Knot looks like, riding around on this bicycle.
What I need to do is find a way to turn my glasses into those glasses that they turn into shades when the sun is out.
Transitions.
Those transition lenses. I need to get some of those. And between that and my little mask and my hat,
Ooh.
I'll be part of a biker gang. I will be Tim Allen. I aspire to be Tim Allen.
If he was a serial killer.
I'm just kind of riding like back and forth, just trying to get a good idea of how the mechanics of this thing works.
Can I go and try and ride it too? I'm a little intrigued by it.
A different one, not the same one.
Yeah, no, not the same one.
They're going to ride bits.
I'm like on his feet.
Set. Wait through.
No trip, I pedal.
I rolled a 19 for athletics. How many chicken nuggets do you want?
I don't want any chicken nuggets.
Yeah, just make as many as you want, and I will eat as many as you make.
Make the whole bag.
30.
I'm a man of my word. I'll eat them all.
Like the Michael Phelps of bicycling, you glide around like a butterfly. You are the perfect height and size for this kind of vehicle.
You couldn't think of one really famous bicycle
I
rider?
was about to say.
Like the Michael
Not
Phelps.
even one? No one else sticks out into your mind as a guy who's really good at riding bikes?
Maybe one with one testicle.
Steve Nash.
What?
My boy Shaq.
I think Derek just rolled a natural 1 on his intelligence.
I bet Dennis Rodman only has one testicle by now. You know, he's broken his dick like 4 times.
Right.
Is that true?
That's true.
That's a wiki fact.
There's an animated video of him explaining each one. So yeah, anyway, Trip, you are riding around magnificently like Neil Armstrong. Is that it?
More or less.
Pretty close. Can I like yell over top now, like, "Hey, look at me"? Can I just kind of rub it in how it's pretty
Look
nice?
what I could do.
Oh yeah, no hands or anything. So you're just kind of your feet are up and your hands are out as you ghost ride the whip.
That makes me happy. That's all I wanted to do.
I don't know how you can be so happy right now.
Yeah, you know, it's the little things in life.
Down the bridge, you still see nobody else coming.
I'm gonna call out to my group again, fellas. I really think we should start heading towards New Haven. We got a horse to return, and I'm gonna wink at Top Knot.
I'm just riding back and forth. I can hear you, but I'm not looking at you.
Yeah, I'm ready to go whenever you guys are. I'm just going to ride this thing, though. Oh, wait. We can't go back on these things.
Why not?
Well, they're going to know. Like, not everyone has these. Like, they're going to know that we took them from other people. Can we even go back to New Haven?
Do you have like anything that can change the color of them? I mean, they're stone, but maybe we can just paint it. If there's like a serial number, like 003, we could just like etch it out.
That's actually an incredible idea.
Is it?
If anybody has a spell that could actually like change the shape or color of them.
If there's any metal on them, I could do it.
Yeah, we can say there's like metal like rivets or like some kind of studs.
I could use Artisan's Blessing to change them, but it takes an hour.
Well, we could just hide the bikes here and then ride the cart down to New Haven. And then whenever we have to come back up this way anyway, we can get the bikes
Why
down.
don't you stash the bikes outside of New Haven? That way, when I return tank, wink,
Well,
we can
I was
we
thinking
have a ride.
We could do that too, as long as no guards or people see us along the way. Because there is that watchtower. But I mean, we could dump the bikes before then even.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the watchtower was the opposite direction.
Yeah, but the guards could be out for a walk or something. Like, we don't know what else could be on these roads.
I do know there's a big dick monster we have to avoid. Or did that get killed?
Big dick.
Oh, the thing in the water.
Yeah.
Oh,
The eel.
geez, yeah, the thing that lady fought. Yeah, we're just going to have to keep our eyes open, I guess.
Yeah, you guys have no idea what happened.
I say we take as many bikes down that we can, and then we take the cart down, and then we just stash the bikes somewhere. That's not a bad idea.
I'm on board for it.
I agree.
So I take a bike. Trip takes a bike. Ironhammer, are you taking a bike?
Of course.
And then Felix is just taking the cart.
Well, I'm going to try to like tow a bike behind the cart.
Why don't you just put the bike in the cart?
I was gonna say, why don't you just throw it on top of the Astral?
Because it's a 12-ton bike.
Yeah, it's made of stone.
It's heavier than the cart.
Yeah, with those old boards, I wouldn't trust it in there.
Yeah.
Why don't we just let Tank walk behind us and we attach the bikes to the cart?
That's what I was thinking.
And we pull the cart ourselves. It's functional and we get some good cardio.
I mean, we have a horse. I'm not turning it back into a horse.
You could ride a bike.
You could ride a bike.
So we're gonna ride the bikes and tow the wagon.
Yeah, it'll be like a carriage.
And Tank is just Tank
is just behind the wagon.
Tanking it in the cart. He deserves a rest.
He's been resting since we left Promises.
Are we putting Tank? Tank 2 is also going in the cart.
Yeah,
just with the Astral.
Yeah, I'm never
if he gets
leaving him
hungry?
again. He's gonna sit on the driver's seat like a good boy.
Oh, up in the front. All right, I'm down with this idea. Let's do it.
Meanwhile, the gang forgets the entire trip back is uphill.
That's all right. We got 4 of us pulling. Top Knot's got really strong thighs. No, he doesn't.
Yeah, that's all fine with me. You can easily untie Tank and leave his rope on, and somebody can pull him from the back and tie up the bicycle up front.
What's going to be our story once we get there?
We just got busy, and that's why we couldn't return the horse.
We could
Of
just run the
course.
dead monster in the back of the cart and be like,
Do we have-
we had stuff to do.
Yeah.
Do we have? Yeah, I mean it's official king's business, but do we have extra money with us to pay the stable master? What we owe him? Whatever
I have-
we owe him?
I'm
I
pissed,
have
bro.
an acorn that's worth 200 gold.
You worked really hard on that.
So I've got 4 of them.
How did you get 4 of them?
So Guinevere was so happy to see the dog collar that she gave me 4 instead of just 1.
Roll a deception.
Insight check. Are we contested? Insight versus deception?
Yeah, go ahead.
I believe you. I rolled a natural 2. Plus 4.
Good.
6. I rolled a 6.
Because I rolled a 16.
She barely gave me anything.
Well, you didn't bring her anything.
You got the collar around your neck, but like it's fine. You know what? I'm never gonna see her again. At this point, I don't care. I think that I think that King JulienTromeur is gonna give us some money anyway for the astral.
Yeah.
So
Everything's
Okay.
going to be okay.
all right, let's go.
Ian, did you know that my parents and your parents went out drinking yesterday?
Yeah, my mom told me.
Did they
Yeah.
get slooshed?
Probably. When is
Yeah.
Mrs. ever not slooshed?
It's true, actually.
True.
Derek, you're going to have to cut this out because I know that Mrs. watches these videos.
Does she?
I'll bleep it.
She's a really big fudge roll fan. She's a big fan of fudge rolls.
Can we make up a name for our followers? The Fudgies?
The fudge
Fudgies.
packers.
We have a winner.
All right, fudge packers, let's see you come out. Come get your merch.
We're going to be at Comic-Con.
Fudge packer hats, fudge packer shirts.
All right. We're finally going to leave Bromness's hut. We've spent so much time here.
All right. And away we go.
Green Bay fudge packers. Sorry. You guys cross the bridge in front of Bromness's hut. Continue on for a couple miles as you realize you are coming upon the cliff that you once passed, where you got tanked to and attacked by the eel.
Guys, we should try to stay really as far away from the edge as possible.
Trip doesn't really know why, because he wasn't around for that. So I'm gonna ask why we have to stay away from everything.
'Cause there's a big 10.
Go ahead.
No, after you, Top Knot. I've done enough talking for today.
There's a big monster in the lake.
Felix gets +1 inspiration for that.
There was a monster in the lake. We fought it, and then this magic lady came and helped us. We almost died.
Well, speak for yourself.
We almost died. You didn't.
They almost died.
The chicken
7?
nuggets have arrived.
There's 6.
I accidentally dropped one on the floor.
Man,
Jesus.
I saw the disappointment in Ty's eyes as only 6 nuggets arrived in front of him. He was really expecting 30.
I heard the snap.
She
7?
She
There's
clearly
only
she said
6.
I asked how many there were. And she said 7, which was the number that I clearly asked for originally. She presented the plate then with only 6. Obviously, I would be a little disappointed, but the fact that the 1 nugget fell off the plate it's okay.
She took the nugget and she blamed the
That
floor.
was unconvincing. Barely concealed anger.
Ty, roll an insight check. Yeah, that's it.
That's what happened.
I believe you.
You guys come up to the cliff and start to round the corner. As of now, all you can see is just the trail ahead of you. You would have to look over to see what's actually in the water. And up ahead, you can still see the decomposing body of Tank 2's previous owner, as well as his abandoned wagon.
That's crazy that no one came to retrieve the body or move it or anything. It's been there for a while.
So are
It's
there
starting to
wheels?
stink.
This other wagon, is it in good shape or is it in worse shape than ours?
It's definitely in worse shape, just because it's been sitting here for weeks on end. But there are still like salvageable parts to it.
What if we attach that to the back of Tank and then we came in like a caravan.
That's what I was thinking.
Nice.
Could we get any money from it?
Or just as an apology for the stable owner, here, have an extra card on us.
Or we could use it as like a mobile home of sorts.
Felix, I know that last time you looked inside, we kind of were interrupted, but was there anything valuable inside you would see?
All that I was worried about was Tank too. I'm gonna look back at my buddy and give him the like lovey puppy eyes.
Oh,
It gives him right back at you with a little woof.
It's even worse knowing that this is basically Stockholm Syndrome.
Magically induced.
Yeah.
yeah, let's very, very quickly, because we don't know, like, if that thing could come back, but I think maybe we should stop here and maybe try to ID the body and see if there's anything valuable in the cart and see if maybe we can take the card with us.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, whoever wants to step inside, top knot. It's basically left the exact same since you first saw it, besides just more weathered from the rain. You can just step inside, and it's basically just this man's belongings. Nothing too special about it.
Is there anything of value or anything that would identify this man? Like any letters, anything I could find?
Yeah, you can roll investigation.
Right before I start looking around the cart, I'm going to poke my head out.
What if you guys take a look at the body? I've seen enough of those for a lifetime.
Then I'm going to look back in.
Walk up and start poking at the body with my stick.
Am I using can I use my telescope thing?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
It looks funny in my head.
Well, it's like it collapses down, and it's kind of like, like how old school detectives had their little spy, their little magnifying glass. It doesn't matter. I rolled an 8.
You forgot to collapse it, and you were just looking really...
Everything just looked really, really big.
You weren't able to find anything denoting his name. However, you can find a New Haven insignia. You'd assume a patch that was ripped off of a uniform.
Oh, a uniform? Like an official, this could be a guard or something.
Could be.
I'm going to hold on to the patch, and I'm going to poke my head out again.
I think this is someone who used to live in New Haven. Maybe we should bring the body back with us. Put it inside the card, and, maybe he has loved ones.
Obviously, they didn't love him too much if they didn't come looking for him.
True, but, we could use all the good graces we can get down
I
there.
suppose. Before I put the body in the cart, I want to search his pockets.
I'll say you can find 5 pieces of gold in his pocket, as well as a pocket watch.
Nice.
A silver pocket watch.
Does the pocket watch have a chain?
Yes, it does.
I'm going to wear it around my neck like Flavor Flav.
No, would it look normal sized on you or super tiny?
Well, I'm a dwarf.
So you're pretty thick chested.
I am a thick boy.
Yeah.
With 2 C's.
Yeah. You can put that on and pocket the gold. You'll notice you have to be pretty careful with the body. It's, decomposing basically.
I'm going to scoop up the most of the goop that I can get and throw it in the wagon.
Just painting the wagon.
Just goop.
Yeah.
Into just pieces into the car. We delivered your family member to you.
Maybe if you rub him on you, you'll smell like him for real, and Tank will like you.
Tank's just watching. Tank 2's just watching. So sad.
Hey guys, catch. Yeah, Felix, you're able to scrape this dude off the floor and lay him, I'll say, next to the astral on the...
I was putting him in his cart. I don't want to get it on our cart.
Yeah, definitely not.
Oh, sorry. Okay, we'll say there's a small mat on the ground that the man uses as a bed. You lay him on top.
Now he's home.
Safe and sound.
While he's doing that, I'm going to untie Big Tank, and walk him over to the cart and tie him to that one and try to get the cart turned around.
Roll me animal handling.
Oh, jeez.
If Tank runs away,
Oh no, I can do this. I can do this. Natural 1.
You're fucking kidding.
You guys see that?
I'm a fucking sack of shit.
I have a +2 animal handling. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to help.
You're gross.
Oh, I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you.
Okay.
Just wanted.
So you try to get Tank to even out this cart to get it onto the trail. However, as you sit down and grab the reins, you slip a bit and like whip Tank as hard as you can accidentally as Tank darts off, ripping the reins and anything holding him to the cart off of him.
Which direction did he take off in towards?
We'll say he started taking off on the trail. You were able to get him onto the trail, and he took off now westward where you're heading.
Before he gets out of sight, can I cast command on him?
Yeah, you'd have time to do that.
Okay, I'm going to cast command and tell him to sit.
It's a horse. The horses sit.
I can't even picture a horse sitting.
All right, you're right. I'm going to cast command and tell him to just stop.
No, I would have made him sit.
Okay, he sits. Can horses sit? I don't want him to
This one does.
What if I make him sit and he breaks his legs though? I googled it. Horses can in fact sit. Okay. What do I have to do? I've never used this spell before. Hold on. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
I feel so bad for Jesse right now.
I'm helping.
Jesse, I'm sorry. He has a knife out.
They're scissors.
Iron Hammer, Tank, I'm going to give him a +1 for his wisdom, but even then he still only rolled a 9.
Okay. Yeah, my spell save DC is 13.
Yeah. So he immediately stops, kicks up a dust cloud, and sits down with his back legs flat against the ground.
Nice.
Oh my God. That was a close one.
I'm going to run up to Tank and like pet his mane. And does he still have like a bridle on?
Yes. He has the bridle, but he ripped it off, basically.
I'm gonna let someone else try to.
I'm gonna lead the horse back to the cart and hook him up.
I'm gonna go back to my bike.
Okay.
Do nothing.
Felix, you're able to lead him back. He trusts you, even though he was a little frightened, and you can tie him back up. Are you tying him to the same cart that Top Knot tried?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry. I'm here to save the day.
I'm gonna pull a carrot out of my bag and give it to him. My only carrot.
Oh.
He'll nibble on it excitedly.
All right, I'm going to turn back to my group and say, "Well, now that excitement's over, let's get back on the trail."
Who's riding the bicycle up front, pulling the other cart?
I think all 4 of us are.
Yeah, I thought all 4 of us was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I pictured it just one person, but that's fine.
Tank is going to be tethered back to the back of our original cart, right? And then cart 2 is behind him. And then we're all 4 of us up in the front.
Got it. Okay.
The dumbest fucking thing.
The weirdest caravan.
No.
We're on bikes.
Like, we have a giant fucking horse, and here we are, just pulling it on bikes.
These bikes are like Fred Flintstone cars, right? So
That's just, they're not even really bikes.
So we're essentially just walking.
If somebody wants to roll me a perception.
I think
Felix
I'm
is
one
pretty
of the,
perceptive.
I have a +6 for perception.
Well,
well, we let Trip be perceptive.
okay.
Boom.
I think mine is
You
+4.
probably shouldn't have, because I rolled a natural 2, so 8.
You don't see shit. You look over the side of the cliff and just admire the water.
That's a nice one.
Do you want anyone else to roll?
If anybody else wants to.
Nat 20, baby.
Nice. Yes, you can see.
The truth of the universe.
I perceive everything.
So, Felix, riding your little bicycle, you take a look off the side of the cliff, just as Trip had done, directly where the rock meets water. You can see the corpses of Sydney and Bria still living there, grayed and bloated, bodies picked off by the birds. And as you look out further, just a couple dozens of feet, you can see what looks like purple tendrils almost bobbing in the sea. With a natural 20, you can also see that at the end of the tendrils, they are serrated and shrunken as if it was cut off by something.
Oh, so the tentacles look like they're just floating there.
Yes.
I'm gonna point it out to my homies and be like, "Look, I don't know if we're gonna have to be worrying about with that eel monster anytime too soon."
No, man. Did you know that an octopus has a brain in all of its tentacles? They could still be brainy and doing crazy stuff.
Fuck yeah, big dog.
All right, so you can continue past this cliff around the corner, and after a few more hours, I'd say, you come back to the path that you first started your journey off. Directly in front of you, you see the guard tower where you saved Toad, and to your left, you can spot the well of the tyrants, and on your right is the path directly back to New Haven.
I'm gonna tell my boys, well, I think we should head back to New Haven and get this leg of our adventure over with.
Should we stash our bikes here?
Hell no, we're gonna ride right into town with these things.
We disguised them, remember?
We know we didn't. We talked about it.
No, yeah, right. Nothing was done yet.
Maybe we should stash them here.
Yeah, I mean, I know we talked about taking the other cart into town, but we could keep one of the carts here for us or for you guys on your way out.
Well, weren't we going to give the one cart to the carriage guy as like a good measure?
That was kind of my thought, but I don't know if Tank can pull both carts and all four of us. And
I know someone that can turn into a horse.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, so I'm going to get off my bike and untie it and hide it somewhere in the trees.
It's still pretty densely forested here, so you two can hide your bikes next to some mossy stumps.
Someone should untie the front cart from Tank, but it's not going to be me. I'm not going to try that again.
Before I change into the horse, I'm going to untie. Well, no, we'll just leave Tank tied up and tie me to the front cart.
That works. I get in the cart, the first cart, not the one with the body parts, the one with the other body parts, the one with the astral body parts, not the human body parts.
Gotcha. Okay, and Felix, you've already transformed?
Yep, I'm a horse now.
Okay, so now with Felix, the horse, leading the pack, he is tied up to the first cart, and Topknot will notice when he enters the wagon, there is an intense stench just all around him from multiple body parts just littered.
Guys, it's really gross up here. Are you going to ride in the cart or
multiple body parts?
I'm going to move up to the front of the cart so like I'm not in the back anymore.
That's fine. Yeah, you can move up to the front and fake hold the reins with Felix.
Can we address that real quick?
So it's like a wagon.
The multiple body parts statement?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. It's just a single astral.
Right. So
what other... Topknot, do you want to roll me perception?
Natural 20.
Yeah, so when you went to go to the front of the wagon, your feet, we'll say your right foot kicked at something underneath a blanket. But it seemed to be separate from the astral.
Where's Tank 2? He's still sitting up front.
He's on the driver's seat.
Up front, yeah. Tank 2's up front. That's fine.
I'm going to move the blanket.
Underneath the blanket, you see what is causing most of the stench, and it is Jesse's bird.
Is that the noise it makes?
Yes. It is, correct me if I'm wrong, but 2 sheep legs rotting.
Are they still sheep legs? Or are they back to being...
They are both sheep legs.
Oh, no, these are the little baby sheep legs.
The little baby sheep legs underneath the blanket.
Why? Why are these here?
I'm gonna grab a nearby stick or something and just try to like push them off the back of the cart.
You're trying to get rid of them?
Yeah, I don't want to. Why would I want them?
These are like, we got to use them for merch.
I'm scraping them out of the back of this cart.
Any of you fudge packers that want our rotted seaplanes, hit us up at www.fudgepackersrs.com.
Now I got to buy that domain so nobody takes it.
It probably already exists and Jesse's well acquainted. Yeah, I'm just going to push them away, but then I still want to go up to the front.
You guys can sit in the back.
All right. Yeah, you can easily brush them off with
I call
a
dibs.
stick or something.
They're not so rotted. They don't just like smear
Nose
across.
goes.
Yeah, they're not just
Yeah, that's
goo.
kind of what I was thinking.
That too. It takes a little doing. They kind of stick a little bit.
Yeah, I'm scraping like as much as I can.
Right. Yeah, you can leave them just
But then I called shotgun.
by the trail. Yep. With Iron Hammer and Trip still on the bikes up front, and Felix now pulling Tank and the second man's cart. If you guys would like, you can start to approach the main gate.
We approach.
I'm going to look down at Felix. I know that he can't respond to me, but you can understand me still, right?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I know you might get the urge, but just try to behave yourself here. Just
In response, I'm just going to drop a massive horse shit. Just lift my tail and just
Spray.
I'm going to look back at Trip and say,
just you're gonna see how ridiculous he gets whenever we're around like large groups of people. Just if anyone asks, we don't know him.
Gotcha. So he's a little slow. That's what you're.
It depends what guard you talk to in town. Because some of them do believe that.
oh, that's right. Some of them do think I'm retarded.
Yeah.
You're welcome, by the way.
Felix, do you want to roll me a perception?
Yeah.
the town is on fire. Everybody's dead.
15.
You notice yet again, right after laying your horse deuce, that you had a bit of grunt come out.
A grunt come out of what?
Your mouth, your throat, as if you were about to speak.
Am I going to learn to talk as a horse? Am I going to be the Mr. Ed?
You guys can continue south as you come to the north gate of New Haven.
Here we are again, where it all started, just about.
This place doesn't seem so bad.
We woke up in a cave just a couple miles from here.
Did you guys ever think about going back and looking at the tubes and stuff? Did you guys really look at them before you left?
I was thinking about doing that like a long time ago, like a couple weeks ago, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do that after we talk to the king. Since we'll be
And
down
what's
this
the
way.
king's name again?
His name is Clifford DuPont. He also goes by Larry Bird, Fat Larry Bird.
Fat Larry Bird.
That Larry Bird. Okay.
It's weird. He doesn't take offense to that.
I don't think I ever called it to his face.
I don't know if that's true.
I don't remember. I don't work. I plead innocence.
Has he ever called Fat Larry Bird to his face?
He's called him Larry, and he has responded, but not Fat Larry.
Hey, yo, Fat Larry.
I don't matter like Fat Al.
All right, we go into town.
Yeah, you guys can walk into town similar to your last couple times coming in. You can just walk straight through. And as you can remember, if you head straight ahead, on your left would be the king's castle of sorts. And then further south and then to your right would be the marketplace.
Hey, maybe once the king pays us, we can check out Magnus's place and see if he has anything good for us. I don't know, just a thought.
I'm still a horse.
Who's Magnus? He kind of sounds like a shady character. We might not want to go over there.
Because his name is Magnus?
Yeah, that just sounds reminds me of things that are big, and I don't like things that are big.
Yeah, but like, Your name's a little bit shady too, Trip, T-R-I-P. It's like,
That's not my name.
What's the R hiding? What's the first R? Trip.
It's
What?
P-Trip.
What's not your name?
What are you?
Are you having a
what are you
stroke?
What's the P hiding?
Well, you said my name was T-R-I-P. That's not how you spell my name.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what I was thinking.
We can cut that out.
You said every letter except P.
I forgot how. I thought it was R-T-R. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Well, the P in my name is silent.
Yeah, I know. Like, what's it hiding?
The
Well,
P
what,
is silent.
what kind of name is Top Knot?
It's
Do
my
you even
last
have any
name.
hair?
It's my last name, and I do. I have a top knot right here.
have any hair?
What color's your hair?
Huh? It's like brown.
Hog job top knot.
Yeah, my name is Hobjob. Get it right.
Ooh,
Hop job. That kind of sounds like hand job.
Is that like? Is that?
Do you give like a top knot hand job or hop job?
Top knot, roll wisdom.
Is a hand job anything like anal fisting? Natural 20.
As a hand
You
job,
tell
anything
us.
like
What do you think?
I
Why
mean,
would you know anal fisting but not hand job?
Because one was in,
You don't
one was in
remember
my
the
book. One was in my book, 30 Shades of Scarlet. And come to think of it, that's where it started.
it started with the hand job, and then it worked its way up.
Well, it worked its way back.
Imagine.
I don't want to. No.
It just
I refuse.
It's been years. We need to take a step back. It's too much.
So we go into town.
Is everyone okay?
Jesse had to mute himself. So we're back in town. You good, Jesse?
Yeah. Oh my God. I haven't laughed like that since I was a little schoolgirl.
Okay. All right.
So are you guys heading to the king first, or where would you like to go?
We should drop off the horse and stuff. Felix, you should talk to the stable master, and then we'll continue on. Get that done first, just in case. Pay off our debts.
I'm just gonna neigh because I'm still a fucking horse.
You neighed? You don't agree with me?
I'm gonna get I'm gonna get off the wagon.
Yeah, you're about center square, so.
Well, we should probably take the bodies that are in the cart to the king before we take the cart back full of stinky dead bodies.
Here's a gift. Take this cart.
Fair. He probably would like that.
Yeah, let's go see the king.
So we go right up to the front door.
How big's the front door? Can we just go right in with the cart?
Drive in.
Not with the cart. There's a staircase to get in the door.
Horses can climb stairs.
The wagons.
No, you will have to depart your wagon, and Felix, do whatever you would like to do.
Can I fit through the door as a horse?
Are there guards at the door?
There is a guard at each end, so you could attempt to.
I'm gonna turn.
Is it one of the guards I winked at and gave a coin to?
You'd have to roll a perception check.
Oh, that I will do.
I'm gonna turn back into Felix.
That would be a 19.
No, neither one of these is that man.
Not that Trip would remember this, but just because I want to know, is there any of them that have like a little blood stain on them from where Scarlet went up and wiped his bloody hand from having it up Petal's head and just wipe it on that he couldn't get the stain out?
Out of character?
Out of character, because Trip wouldn't know, unfortunately.
No, neither one of them are outside. For both of them, you'd assume they're probably still inside as they were last time.
Trip, can you stay out here with the cart and the horse just to make sure that no one gets curious and checks it out before we can explain what's going on? There's a lot of dead stuff between these two carts.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. And then the rest of us, let's go in and take care of business. Get rid of all this and finish this.
I'm gonna grab both doors and just throw them open.
It's like
and
Aragorn.
And just
deep.
Yell, "Honey, I'm home."
Hold up. Step back. Everything else is perfectly fine. Felix, you are still in horse form. Remember where you are.
Oh, I can't use magic.
Magic is not accepted here. You can still choose to do what you want to, but it would be in broad daylight.
Do we have a blanket? I put a blanket over him.
The entire horse?
Remember, I'm a big fucking horse.
You could do that, but you'd have to roll, and you might become the town's magician.
So that kind of magic is fine.
It's not real magic.
Is there any bushes?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple bushes in town.
Are they big bushes?
A tiny little bush.
Not huge. Yeah, not huge.
Okay, how about this? Can I try to go find a building that I can hide behind close to the castle?
Yes, but you would need somebody to take you there, to lead you there.
I can't think of that myself.
Otherwise, you're a free roaming horse.
Yeah, otherwise it's just a horse walking around, yeah.
Oh.
But we would remember this too, presumably.
Yes.
The magic thing.
Yes. Yeah, you all would know about this.
Ironhammer, are you okay taking Felix behind the...
Is it the library that's closest to the...
The library is next to the marketplace.
Oh, right.
To the right, yeah.
I can do that. I would take...
And I'm just going to sit there and wait.
Yeah, you can lead him down south. The library is basically just due south from where you guys are. And it is... you're facing away from the city. So, Felix, if you would like to transform back, you can now.
I would like to transform back into Felix.
Okay. Just roll me a stealth.
13.
Yeah, there's a couple kids playing nearby, but they don't suspect anything as you poof back into your druid form. And the two of you can head right back to King DuPont.
Can I ask something like just logistically so I can see it in my head? How does this like action work? Is it just like a cloud of smoke and I go from being like druid to horse?
It's like
or
animals.
do my fucking arms and legs grow long? And like
It's actually terrifying to watch.
My features just elongate.
You had to muffle your screams so the kids didn't hear the horrific.
Your bones snap back into place.
Yeah, I always did picture it as a cloud of smoke because I didn't want to think about the other one.
That's a great question.
All right, let's stick with that then.
All right. You fucking animorph. Yeah, the four of you are now back outside, and you can now easily just walk in the front door with, I think, was it Trip staying behind?
Yeah. But like I said, I'm going to walk up the front steps, just throw the doors open and yell, "Honey, I'm home."
I offer a glance back to Trip as I walk in the door behind him, and I'm just like giving him that look, like, told you so.
Jesus fuck.
I love how Clifford DuPont looks.
Such as Jabba the Hutt.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
It's the same guy.
Is that the same one we've always used?
Yeah, it is.
Christ almighty.
I told you he looks like Larry Bird.
Felix, you burst in shouting, "Honey, I'm home," and you just hear King DuPont just go, "Oh, fuck." And a couple of his guards laugh, kind of chuckle. There are 4 lined up on each side of you, and you can head down the hall if you would like to approach.
Oh yeah, I'm strolling.
3 of you reach King DuPont, just sitting alone on his throne, as he says, "Welcome back, Astral Surveillance Squad. I presume the mission has gone well?"
I'm going to take a seat next to him in the queen's chair.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that was going to happen. How you doing?
Mr. President, we've been
Seems much
successful.
more friendly than last time.
King DuPont, please. Clifford.
Grand Poobah Larry.
Did you just shush him?
Emperor DuPont, we have returned with an astral in tow. It is outside.
Wonderful. May I ask, where is your other companion?
Dead.
He's dead, Jim.
We had a parting of ways. We have a new fourth companion outside. His name is Trip, with a P.
Would I be able to meet this Trip? Did he assist you on your mission?
He did. As a matter of fact, he saved all of us.
I would like to meet him if he would be continuing with you.
I turn around and jog back out the front door, like just like my loud
Just
breathing
fucking
echoing
high
through the chamber. I push the doors open.
Trippy wants to see you.
And then I just close the doors and run back up to where I was.
Close the doors in his face.
He's on his way, Chief.
Thank you, little one. So how did it go?
We almost died,
And?
but then we killed it.
And its babies.
Okay, great. What?
Yeah, there was a whole
We
bunch
killed
of
its
these.
babies.
Yeah, they had a bunch of cats. There were these little ones, and then these big one, and then we killed all of them.
What? So you killed babies or cats?
Baby cats, and then there was a big cat. The Astros, there's a big cat. People keep telling me it's not, but you'll be the judge.
He's going to look over towards Iron Hammer. What is he talking about?
I don't even know.
I missed the big one. I don't even want to look over to my left. I don't know what kind of answer I'm going to get from the other one. Let me see it.
I'm going to lift my robe.
As he's doing that, I turn around and hightail it back to the entrance. And then hopefully I make it there before Trip enters. And then I'm going to throw the doors open again.
He wants to see the Astral. Can you help me bring it in?
I can help you. Sure.
I don't have any strength left in me to help to help carry it in. But I'm going to try to help.
He has 8 fucking guards. Make one of them grab it.
Oh, okay.
I turn around, run back to the king.
Emperor DuPont, do you think that you could have some of your guards help us carry the Astral inside?
Roll a persuasion.
17 minus 1.
Yeah, that's fine. Hey, Bosper, Mickelson, Shekels, go help these men.
Shekels.
3 guards will walk outside with you.
I let him go past a couple steps as I catch my breath, and then I go jogging out after him to catch up.
So I'm just waiting by the thing. I started to walk in, and then you told me to go help you, so I turned around, and now I'm back at the wagon.
Yeah, you made it up about 4 steps and turned right back around.
The guard I winked at in the throne room.
Roll another perception.
That is a 22.
Yes. And not only was he in the throne room, he is one of the 3 going to help bring the Astral inside.
Oh, I will eagerly await his return.
Okay. The 3 guards will head outside and get on the nearest side of the front cart.
Yep, that's the right one. Don't look at the other one.
Sorry, what?
We're going to talk to the king about the contents of the second cart, but we're going to take things one thing at a time. So if you guys wouldn't mind just kind of grabbing like different arms and legs, and I'll supervise from here. I'll hold the door.
All right. The 3 of them will lift the wagon covering, step inside, and grab the Astral, the only remaining item other than the blanket, and try to quickly and slyly rush it back inside with Top Knot holding the doors open for them so as to not let it be seen.
That's teamwork, guys. Good job.
The one will say thank you and tip his head down to you.
All right, Scarlet, come on in. The king wants to see you.
Who's Scarlet? I'm not Scarlet.
Did I say Scarlet?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I did not say that.
Come on, Trip. Come on in.
I'm going to walk in.
It's time for you to meet our glorious leader.
The 3 guards will deliver the astral in front of the king and his current queen in charge, Felix. They will lay it down in front of him. He will thank his guards, Bosper, Mickelson, and Shekels, and they will take their place back in their lines. Interesting. Did something happen to its belly? He'll notice the cuts torn out of it from Oscar.
We fed some to a polar bear.
May I ask why?
What? He
We were
seems nice.
we were trying to get him identified. We ran into a hunter/man of the woods on our way back, and we were curious if he could lend us any additional information about our quarry.
Interesting. All right. Well, it looks like everything else is intact here, as far as I can tell. He'll signal to the guards to take it into the back. This is a wonderful job. Thank you for helping them. And he'll nod to Trip. We discussed the reward before, and as I'm sure you all are thinking of. However, there are still 2 more astrals left to bring back. I can give you something now in exchange, but I'm afraid that may go directly to Harrison. I'm sure you are aware.
Harrison?
Use Harrison.
Felix, do you want to roll a perception?
Nope.
Or wisdom, sorry.
He's the tax collector.
I rolled a 6. Plus 3 is 9.
It's good. Yeah, that's good enough to remember. You can't picture the man, but you can remember that he was the stable master of New Haven. Yeah, I can tell by this one's grimace. I've heard about the horse incident.
Brought the horse back.
What's the horse incident? Now play stupid.
Your Majesty?
Tank, the horse you took and did not return.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Roll a deception.
I'm going to assist that if I can.
We have the horse. It's outside.
Okay.
Is he rolling with advantage?
Am I? That'd be wonderful.
Sure.
Good save. Okay, not that good of a save. With advantage, was that a deception?
Yes.
4.
That was the higher. That's with advantage.
That was with the first one was a 1.
Listen, he's been on me day in and day out. If you do not take care of this, you do not get any reward whatsoever.
I'm going to turn to King DuPont and say, we'll take care of it. Don't punish my friends because of my actions.
He'll look over you surprised and say, that was very mature of you. If you can take care of it before leaving to find the next astral, we will consider it handled.
I can take care of it right now, and I'm going to do a somersault off the chair.
Then he Naruto runs out.
Roll in acrobatics.
4.
The brown eye returns.
Which is exactly what I wanted. So
I'm sure you can picture it better than me. So what does Felix do with a 4?
So again, like he had tried before, Felix is going to put both of his hands on the armrests of the chair and go to push himself up and do a flip off the chair. But in fact, he just falls forward, robe coming up over his head, and almost like a downward dog position. Ass cheeks kind of spread just from bracing himself. And King DuPont gets a full goat and brown eye.
Oh my God. Looks like I've hit the lottery, boys.
If I may, Governor.
Governor.
Why do you keep
Governor.
Why do you keep switching that? King.
Mr. Prime Minister, sir.
Czar DuPont.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to wrap my head around this. Initially, when we were sent out, you told us to bring you back an astral. We knew of 3 locations at the time, but we were just told to bring back 1. And that's what we did. We had 3 locations that we found in the Tyrant's base, but that doesn't mean that there's only 3 astrals out there. I mean, there was a whole bunch of babies in the first location that we killed. There could be a ton of them. I don't know gathering 2 more astrals for you is going to do that the one didn't already do. I mean, you have one. We did our job, sir.
I understand your concerns. However,
I don't give a fuck.
You don't know shit.
you are not the one with the pocket.
But sir,
We were not
I'm sorry.
sure you could even hunt this first one. We are very happy and surprised, and we will hold up our end of the bargain, but there are still 2 more of that we know of.
Sir, with all due respect, I understand that we're not the ones paying for this, but we are the ones risking our lives. And as far as I'm concerned, that's more valuable than however much money is in your purse. Now, that said, I think before we left here, the agreed upon figure, money-wise, was 500,000 platinum. I remember Scarlet, when he was here, he said, I think it was 50,000. I'm sorry. I don't want to speak in hyperbole.
That's more money than the entire world has.
And I think if we just divided that by 3, that would be acceptable.
Well, I think you will notice that your big friend is not here anymore.
Yes, he as we
Excuse me,
said,
good sir. Good sir.
He's here in spirit.
he died. That's what I'm saying. He died trying to follow.
Good sir. Now, so just so I'm an outside here. I want to make sure that I understand everything correctly. You employed these 3 fine people, 2 fine people, to go and find
As
and
I walk out
capture.
the door, I'm going to say,
Which one
don't
isn't
talk
the
about
fine
Top
one?
Knot like that.
No, which one of us isn't the fine one?
Yeah, we'll get to that. You employed them to go and find this astral thing and bring it back to you. Correct.
Correct.
You did that in full confidence that they weren't, and you promised them the world in full confidence that they weren't going to be able to come back because you thought they were going to die.
Correct.
So now they came back, and you're now going back on your word as a king because, you're not able to pony up with your part of the bargain.
Correct. He'll say, listen, I'm sure you all know we throw these high numbers out. Obviously, I cannot give you that much money.
You don't have 500 billion platinum to give us?
It's surprising, isn't it?
You could just print money. Don't you have like a Federal Reserve?
Yeah.
Just give us a
printing press.
$1,200 stimulus check.
Yeah, just
Increase
inflate.
the taxes here. I mean,
Pay us everything. Give us your castle.
we can set up an annuity. Like you can pay it over a certain period of time here.
I have
We don't have to do a lump sum
I
distribution. We can do monthly installments.
I'm fine with monthly installments.
What I could offer is some money, some gold now, and supplies if you need it. And then once it's all said and finished, we could talk about citizenship, and he'll look at Top Knot and a farm.
Just, Mr. General, sir, I'm not planning on staying around with this group outside of today. This was going to be it for me. And I don't
I'm
know
gonna
where
put
to
my
go.
hand on Top Knot's shoulder and just, it's okay, buddy.
So what would you like then? Asking Top Knot. If you are not going to continue, where do we end?
Mr. Salton, sir, I just wanted some place to call my own. It doesn't have to be immediate. I mean, I have some debts that I need to pay elsewhere, but I just need to know that afterwards I'm going to have some place to return to, a place to call home.
And we can promise you that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, even if it's just like a building or something that, like, if the owner passed away unexpectedly, or if there was some place just for me to stay in the meantime, I'm happy to work here. Anything that I can do to please the crown.
Including finish the mission.
Yeah, no. Like,
Called out. Holy shit.
I meant like local, like around here, like if you need me to, like, I don't know, like help pave a road or like dig a
Jerk off a
hole.
cat.
You're not there.
You're not there.
How about you stick with your group until they have everything they need, and then once they leave, you make your decision. I can't give you anything extravagant, but just for doing this thing for me, I will give you something.
Just a place to stay. That's all I ask.
Of course.
I will be departing with my companions because, like I said, I have some promises to fulfill elsewhere, but I will be back shortly before they return. Maybe within a couple of weeks. I don't know.
I will be glad to see you back. And he'll reach a hand out.
I shake his hand, but like kind of out like this.
Mm.
It's like a really weak, limp palmed handshake.
It basically like putting a finger on his hand. That's how small your hand is. He will grasp it and shake it.
I've never shaken the hand of a tycoon before.
Oh, that's right, baby.
Thank you, Mr. Oligarch, sir.
I'm sure you know where the marketplace is. Feel free to use my name if you need anything. And thank you. We only have 2 left.
You mean to tell me that he's willing to give us all the supplies, but he can't just cover the cost of a fucking horse?
Nobody asked.
And I'm already gone.
And you already left. I mean, I wouldn't have turned it down.
Top knot is fine. I'm not going to say anything at this point. That's up to one of the other 2.
So Trip and Ironhammer, you were the only 2 left, unless you all went to exit.
I gotta ask him. This is my first time ever here. A beautiful place, I have to say. What type of stores do you have here?
Oh, we have tavern/inn, library, stable, general store. We even have church with religious items if you need it. There's also a new animal pelt store, believe it or not.
Your Majesty, I'm so sorry. I completely forgot. We brought a second cart, and we found this.
I'm going to pull out the patch.
We found this patch on a dead body. While we were en route to come back here, and it looked like he was some resident of this place. So we brought his body back, as well as his cart, to maybe allow his family to say goodbye.
He'll reach out and grasp it and grab it. He'll say, "Thank you. That was Captain Malachi Van Dorn. He happened to just leave a couple months ago. Do you mind if I ask where you found this?"
Yes, sir. If you were to go north of town, to where the crossroads are, and you make a left, and I don't know, maybe a couple hours journey from there, near where the cliffs are, sir.
Mm-hmm.
He was very dead when we found him. His body's in pieces.
His horse, his dog, what of them?
I'm going to look over to Ironhammer for like guidance.
Ironhammer?
Ian,
Nothing.
Ian, are you sleeping? I just see his hands.
He was. He was.
Are you sleeping?
No, I'm awake.
Did you hear any of that?
Nope.
We're talking to the king. We said we found that dead body. He was asking if the guy's dog was with him.
Oh, I heard that.
I'm looking to you because I don't know what to say.
What dog?
His dog. It was pretty big. I think it went by Ravioli. And then he had his horse too. Did you see either of them?
Well, we definitely didn't see any horse.
Was the dog valuable?
I mean, as valuable as a dog can be.
Then no. We have not seen the dog.
Did the captain have any family?
No. That's why he left. He wanted to find something new.
I look at Ironhammer and there's guards outside. I mean,
have they seen the dog?
The dog is sitting up front in our cart.
Yeah, but they don't know if it's that dog.
No, he hasn't alerted anybody.
Your Majesty, we did come across a dog. I don't know if it belonged to the captain or not, but our companion Felix, he's grown quite fond of it.
Oh, is it with you?
Yes, Your Majesty, it's outside. But we do ask that Felix is allowed to keep it. I mean, he's quite fond of animals in general.
Could you, because I don't have a decision made, could you roll me a persuasion?
I'm going to expel my second luck of the day. Not great. 6.
Just to remind you, the dog is no longer outside.
Oh, it's not?
He's with me because I went back to the stable.
You went back to the stable with Tank in the first cart.
Tank 2 in the first cart, yeah.
With Tank?
Yeah, Tank 2 in the first cart.
In the first cart, and you left the second cart.
Yeah. I just left the body. I have no use for that stinky thing.
Clifford DuPont is going to say, he's going to call over to Captain Bosper and say, Stenwick, they found Malachi. Bosper will walk over and take the patch, and you can tell he's kind of welling up a bit. You can't hear him say anything, but he whispers to another one of the guards. This is Captain Mickelson. Mickelson will say, will walk up to you guys and say, I heard you have Malachi's dog. If you don't mind if I check it out real quick.
I mean, he was outside. Felix is out there too, but he was in the cart when we came inside.
Okay. Yeah, if you guys are ready to exit, he'll follow you. But basically, the king is going to tell you that it's not his decision.
The former captain's body is in the back of the one cart out here. It's not in very good shape. So, just to give you warning.
Thank you. Do you have any idea of how?
No idea.
All right. Well, I wish you all the best, and I guess you can come see me when you are ready.
Then we're going to head out.
Yeah, and following behind you, the three of you now is Lawrence Mickelson, captain. Hey, boys, I only see one cart out here. I don't see a dog.
Oh, looks like the horse is gone too. So I know that Felix was heading over to the stables. So maybe they're all over there.
All right, and he'll follow you if you guys are heading that way, unless anybody has anything else they want to do.
DuPont didn't pay us anything, did he?
That motherfucker.
Not as of now, but you can go back if you need anything.
I'm going to turn to the guard.
We didn't get paid? Is that something that, like, you're going to help us out with, or?
Oh, I could give the king a heads up. Is there any idea of how much he mentioned or what you are looking for?
It's somewhere in the round of 50 trillion.
he exaggerates. It was right around 50,000 platinum, but I think we're willing to concede for a couple hundred gold, maybe a couple thousand.
A couple hundred, yeah, come on.
Yeah, I think
each. We lost a companion.
Yeah, and money can't. Human lives. Yeah, money. We want money.
Roll a persuasion.
Am I rolling it? And
money.
Advantage since Iron Hammer is helping me.
That's fine.
Did that count as help? What I just said?
money.
No, I got 6 on the first, 7 on the second.
Based off the mission, I could promise each of you at least 100.
Motherfucker, it was 80 gold for the dildo sword.
Come back to us for the final payment before you leave.
We're about to tussle.
Okay.
And then we're going to walk over to the stable where Felix has been for the past couple of minutes, I guess.
Yes, I guess. Felix, is there anything you want to do? You've had some time.
I just want to, stroll in, leading Tank 2 in the carriage. I'm not going to wash the carriage out, though, so it still smells like rotted fucking sheep feet.
You can enter, drop off the wagon, and actually untie Tank 2 and put him back in his stable as a large man walks out. You recognize him as this is Harrison, the stable master, and he says, "Finally."
Hey, sorry, buddy. Listen, we were on official king business. I didn't know how long it was going to take. I couldn't give you an exact day for rental.
How did you make it back? With the horse.
What do you mean?
What, the guys I sent out to take it, you just missed them entirely?
I didn't see anybody.
Deception.
Natural 20.
Those sons of bitches. They must have taken the money and ran.
Send us out after him. We'll track him down.
Listen, I got 4 people you got to go catch.
Funny story. I already caught him.
That would be so funny.
Honestly, you could. If you wanted to go that route, you could, because you rolled a 20.
We hunt down the mercenaries.
Let's go. I'm gonna accept a bounty on the mercenaries. Walk back to Bromness's and grab like the leader's head.
If you accept this, I will clear our issue entirely. I take back Tank, but we will have no problem if you take these these guys out.
I think we can handle that. What do you want as proof?
They have these bikes. Come back with their bikes.
If you return with their 4 vehicles, I will wipe your name.
What's a vehicle?
Yeah, what are they on? What's their mode of transport?
It's called a velocipede. It's made of stone. It got 2-wheel and bar in between.
Okay,
run and sit.
Yeah, I think we can handle this for you. But this sounds pretty dangerous. How about if we do this, you clear our name, and if I need to rent a horse and carriage from you again, it's kind of an open-ended deal.
Roll me persuasion.
14.
You know what? This wagon was already pretty shit, but you brought it and the horse back in pretty good shape. So if you bring me those 4 vehicles, I will allow you a longer rental time. You still must pay me, but we will have a looser contract.
Okay. I like it loose.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna skip away with Tank 2 in tow.
Okay.
Hoping to go meet up with my companions to let them know the good news.
And funny enough, you skip out the front door of the stable as you see Top Knot, Ironhammer, Trip, and Captain Mickelson approaching towards you.
All right, I'm gonna call my companions over, and I'm going to address the guard that I don't know by name and say, "Excuse me, kind sir, I need to discuss something with my companions in private."
Yeah, of course. First, is that dog?
Oh, Tank 2?
Yeah. Sorry, Tank 2?
Yeah, Tank 2. That's his name. This is my dog.
I'm pretty sure he'll look at Top Knot. That's the dog, right?
This is my dog.
That's the one we encountered along the way. Like I said, I don't know if that belonged to the captain or what, but that's the one that I told the king about. Yeah.
That looks like him. He'll look at Tank 2 and say, "Hey, Ravioli, come here." And pat his thighs, try to get the dog to come to him.
Oh God, this is gonna be like an Air Bud moment.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tank 2's just gonna stare at the captain. I mean, he's panting, he's happy, he's content, but he doesn't recognize the name Ravioli.
I'm gonna pet Tank 2 and say, "Good boy,
Ravioli. Give me the formuoli."
Good boy, Tank 2. And I'm gonna look at the captain and say, "Now, see, who would name their dog something as stupid as Ravioli?"
The dead guy.
My previous best friend.
Sounds like you need to pick less shit friends.
I'm sorry. I guess this isn't Ravioli. I hope he's okay out there.
I'm sure wherever he is, he's happy and not under a spell.
Yeah, same here. I'll leave you for now. Again, come see me or the king about your payment, and he'll exit.
Do we have anything else that we needed to do?
Yeah, so funny story. I got it to work out that we don't need to pay the horse guy anymore. We just need to bring the bikes into town.
How did you manage that?
So I convinced him that the bike guys never came to meet us to get the horse. And he basically made us bounty hunters to search out these shitbags that tried to kill us over a quart.
You fell for that?
Yeah, I'm really persuasive.
Oh, thank God. Thank you, Felix. Thank you.
So we just need to go get those bikes, and then he might even let us keep them.
Do we have to bring back all the bikes?
Just all 4 of them, yeah, to prove that we killed all the bad guys.
Oh man. Well, maybe we should wait like a little bit of time.
Well, yeah. We can't make it seem like we just left and immediately found them.
Look what we found.
Cover yourselves in red paint. Look, we killed him. We murdered him.
We fucked them up good.
Is there anything else in town that we wanted to do?
I wouldn't mind seeing Magnus.
Oh, you got to buy us a few things. Well, so it looks like we're going to get a little bit of money from the king, but we have to go back to get that, I guess, because we didn't pick that up before.
Is no one going to let Felix know that he can get things for free?
Nope. Did we say that was something that was determined? We can get free stuff.
Yeah, we just need to tell him the king said that it's free.
Not entirely free, but like a discount.
I figured we could just worry about that once we get to the store. We got to get our money first, regardless. I just want to follow like hot on those guards' heels, where he was like, "Just come find me when you're ready," and then he walks that way, and then I'm just walking behind him until he resets in his location, so then I can talk to him.
You're just silent the entire time. He takes his stand. He turns around and he goes, "Oh fuck!" The 4 of you and Tank 2 reconvene in the marketplace. As you look over towards Magnus's medals, reminiscing about your first trip here. However, what you notice is it no longer says Magnus's medals. Instead, painted over the lettering, there is now a new sign out front, Pell's Pelts.
Oh, Magnus. That poor guy, he lost his job.
That's staying in.